What's going on, guys? Boy Joey672 coming to you guys with a video right now. I want to go over a little situation that we could have. Now, I've already talked about some cap situations between Nelson Agholor with the $9.3 million, Timmy Jernigan with the $11 million cap hit as well. I want to talk about two players that one I've already talked about. I want to talk about Nelson Agholor and Golden Tate. So, Nelson Agholor is a $9.3 million cap hit. Pretty steep. I think Nelson has proved himself. I think last year he didn't get a lot of chances, especially earlier in the year he didn't have a lot of chances. Last year was breakout year. Really showed, Philadelphia what he's all about, and we want him off the team so bad for 2 years. I even messed up, and I bought a t-shirt with his, I bought a jersey shirt, his jersey shirt, and I was proud to wear it and really proud to, he really came around, and I gave him a lot of respect because a lot of players after having 2 bad years don't really have any good years after that, so I give him a lot of respect. Golden Tate is just another guy we got into this offense before the trade and by the trade deadline, and we didn't really do too much. He was a third down wide receiver, and we're like, oh, that's the deep threat. We have a deep threat now. Oh. And then it didn't happen. We just used him as a third down receiver. I thought we'd use him a lot more. Golden Tate is just, the yak yards for Golden Tate are ridiculous, okay? Even the separation he gets, I don't think the Eagles put him in a good position in this offense to get those yak yards. He really didn't have too much of it like he did with Detroit and with Seattle in his early years. So, we didn't really use him that well. I don't know what else to really say about it. And I wish we used him just a little bit more. And they were starting to do that towards the end of the season a little bit more. The separation he can get with his body in a matter of a second coming off the ball is ridiculous. We got that quick touchdown. We did that little tiny out route on the 2-yard line or the 3-yard line, the Chicago Bears game. And Alshon Jeffrey dropped it. They gave it to Golden Tate the same entire play, and he got the separation. Literally, he went up, turned his body. He already had at least a yard, 2 yards of separation. It's crazy. So could Nelson Agholor get cut from? Could the Eagles trade Nelson Agholor, or could they get rid of him? Now, I don't know how much the Eagles will get back if Nelson Agholor is cut with a $9.3 million cap hit. If you sign Golden Tate and let go of Nelson Agholor, you're saving more money. You would think you're not, but you actually are, because Golden Tate is not all about the money this offseason. He is a free agent, and we gave up a 3rd-round pick for him at the deadline. So, you work the compensatory game, you pretty much... You're going to get, if you let go of Tate, you'll get probably an early 4th, late 3rd for Golden Tate right now. If you don't sign a receiver in free agency to the same amount of money that you signed, that you were paying at least, finishing off Golden Tate's contract. So I don't know what I want. I don't know what you guys want. I love Nelson Agholor and I want to keep him here, but Golden Tate, if he's a prime starter in the slot, it wouldn't be a bad thing at all. He's a definite mismatch. I think Nelson Agholor just has... I just think Nelson Agholor, I don't think he's worse. The Golden Tate and Nelson Agholor, you're talking about 2 different receivers, okay? I think Nelson Agholor is more lengthy. I think he's just a little bit more lengthy, and he can make some good catches here and there. Golden Tate, you have to put in the right spot, and you have to run the right plays with him, because if you don't run the right plays with Golden Tate, a shallow cross or, up the middle, something that's going to give him some space against a nickel corner or a linebacker, you know what I mean? But... this is a big decision, too, what the Eagles have to do. Could the Eagles get him back? A 3rd-round pick I thought was fairly fair but steep at the same time getting him. Because at the beginning, we didn't think it was worth it, really, until then he started getting in the game a lot more. And Mike Rowe and Doug Peterson were pissing me off so much, I didn't know what was going to happen. So, this is another big decision the Eagles will have to make, Nelson Agholor or Golden Tate. Most of you are probably going to say, oh, Nelson, they exercised Nelson's 5th-year option. They exercised Nelson's option last year to stay 1 more year, okay? And it was going to be expensive, which is the $9.3 million. And just to see what his market's going to be. Now, Nelson Agholor is not a 1,000-yard receiver. Not even close. He's not going to be crazy expensive, but he'll get paid, okay? He'll get paid. Golden Tate has already said that he doesn't want to chase after money. He wants to win a Super Bowl next year, okay? He can go to the Patriots. He can go, I don't know. I think the Patriots were interested in Golden Tate at the trade deadline. They had some interest there, but didn't go far at all. So he can go to a team next year that's, Super Bowl bound. If he thinks that the Eagles are ready, maybe the Eagles can give him a shot and bring him back. Maybe trade Nelson Agholor for something. I don't know. This year in the draft, the Eagles can accumulate some draft picks and get, depending on what happens with Nick Foles, depends on everything the hell else that's going on in Philadelphia right now. So it's either we cut Agholor, keep Tate, give him a new deal, which would probably be what? 2-year deal maybe give him a brand new 2-3-year deal, something like that. I think he could play for another 4 or 5 years. I think he could play for 5-6 years because he's just so damn, you can't, his age doesn't affect him at all. And Nelson Agholor, I just think you need to put him in the right positions, and with both these guys you do. And if you don't, with Nick Foles it was Zach Ertz, Alshon Jeffrey, and with Carson Wentz it was just Zach Ertz. But never mind Carson Wentz and his his back injury and coming off the injury and maybe wasn't being ready to play this year. I think you have something you have a choice now. Eagles are gonna have some cap space. And they're going to have cap space, and we're going to be able to do something. Probably at least, I'm going to probably guess 2 moves in free agency. One pretty decent-sized deal, and another where, we're going to pay somebody, but not that much. So I think you could bring Tate back, or you could keep Nelson and let Tate walk. So I want to know what you guys think of this whole thing, and let me know in the comment section below. And that's really it. So I will see you guys later. Shea Squad up. Fly, let's fly.